high. Deuce is low. Ball is right. And win the dough on Card Sharks.
And here is the host of Card Sharks, Alex Cross.
Thank you. Wow, what a great group you guys are today. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Thanks, Gerald. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks, a game of decisions where you can win a fortune on a turn of a single card, and where you can also forget to switch your microphone settings to just internal. But that's okay. We're going to get the game right away with Alex Pross, me as your host. We already dealt out the cards. The red cards on the top will be played by one player, while the blue cards on the bottom will be played by another. And now let's meet our two Card Sharks for today's episode. Hello, Champion Robo Rager. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's great. This is Robo Rager, our current champion with $23,000 and over $23,000. And if he can win one more game, this is his fifth and final day. If he can win one more car, he's going to win a brand new car. And Joe, tell us about that car.
It's the 2016 Honda Civic Sedan EXL. Comes with standard equipment, 17-inch alloy wheels, leather-wrapped steering wheel, 8-way power adjustment, and a remote engine start. This car is worth $24,059. Back to you, Alex.
Nice car, isn't it? Would you like to tell us about yourself?
In case you forgot or didn't know, I'm a YouTuber, gamer, artist, and also an author.
From Rampage City. Next we have Cameron Henry. How you doing there today, Cameron?
Doing well. Feel
That's great to hear. His nickname is Chat, but we're going to call him Cameron. But it doesn't matter how you call him. So would you like to tell us about yourself if you like to?
No. No, I'm just... well, as you can probably tell, I'm kind of starting some work in comedy. Also, I'm also a YouTuber, not nearly as successful as the people surrounding me, but I'm hoping that can turn around this month.
Mm-hmm. We do have an audience. We have a group of audience members. So say hi, audience.
Hey, hello everybody.
Uh-oh.
Hello, youngins.
Hey, Grandpa. That's Angry Grandpa, everybody.
How y'all doing? If any of you watching this, turn to another channel. You too, princess.
Okay, thank you, Charles. You both cut the cards out?
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody knows how to play the game, but I just want to remind the folks that the object of the game is simply work your way across the board, predicting whether these cards is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. And before we do that, you must answer a high-level toss-up question, which always goes to the champion, and that will be Robo. So here's the very first question for today. We asked 100 priests, should homosexuals be allowed to teach in public schools? How many of these priests said yes, that homosexuals should be allowed to teach in public schools?
About 19.
You say 19 out of 100 priests say that homosexuals should be allowed to teach in public schools. Chap, do you think that's higher or lower than 19?
Well, I am aware that priests are not very fond of those kind of people, but I think it might be just a little bit higher.
You say it's a little bit higher. If it is higher, you get to play the cards. If not, Robo will, and I'll find out as you do. The actual number of priests say that homosexuals should be allowed to teach in public schools is 61. It is higher. Alright, Cameron. Since you won the question, you have the right to change this card if you don't like it. Your card is an 8.
I think I'm going to get rid of it.
Alright, now you gotta play this one. The 8 becomes a jack.
Let's go lower.
Alright, he's going lower. And remember, if it's an air jack, you lose. It must be lower. It is a 6.
I'm going to take a risk and go higher.
He's a gambling man. Higher than a 6. It is the king.
Go lower.
Lower than the king it is. Oh no, the dreaded ace. So unfortunately you lose those cards going back to your base card. And Robo, you have a free shot at the
Call's
card.
lagging on my side.
What's that?
I said the call's lagging just a little bit on my side. It should be better.
Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Robo's card is a 2.
Let's go higher.
Let's go higher than a 2. It is the queen.
Lower, please.
Lower, a 6.
Let's freeze.
Alright, he's going to freeze on the 6. That becomes his new base card. We cannot take those cards away from him. The first player to clear the board wins $500. We play the best 2 out of 3, and the winner of the match gets to play the money cards for maybe even $40,000. Alright, that's the end of the first question, and chat, the second question goes to you. And this is a general educated guess, chap. In miles per hour, how fast can an elephant run? In miles per hour, how fast can an elephant run?
About 15.
You say 15 miles per hour. Robo, do you
Yes.
think that's higher or lower than 15 miles per hour?
A bit higher.
You say it's a bit higher. And the actual miles per hour that an elephant can run is 25 miles per hour. It is higher. Alright, good job, Robo. Now, the question is, do you want to get rid of the 6 or play on?
Let's change it.
Alright, he's going to get rid of the 6. The 6 becomes an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace, it is an 8.
I think we need to freeze.
Alright, he needs one more card to win, so the 8 becomes his new base card. And Robo, here comes the third question of Game 1. We asked 100 people, Robo, should parents have the right to censor books used at school? How many of these parents say yes, they should have the right to censor used books at school?
I'm going to say about 32.
You say 32 out of 100 people say that parents should have the right to censor books used at school. Chap, do you think that's higher or lower than 32?
Sounds like a pretty good estimate,
Alright,
but I think it might be a little higher.
you say it's a little bit higher. And the actual answer is 67. It is higher. Alright, chap, you have the jack. Would you like to keep it or change it?
Well, hang on to it. I hope things go better this time. I will go lower once again.
Alright, he's going to go. He's going to play the jack and he's going to say lower. It is an 8.
I think I'll go ahead and freeze on the 8.
Alright, he's going to play it safe. He's going to freeze on the 8. He needs 3 cards to win. And this is the fourth and final question of Game 1. Somebody must win at this play of the cards. And chap, this question goes to you. Cameron, we asked 100 people who have a pet pig. If a local butcher offered you $5,000 for your pig, would you sell it? How many of these people say yes? If a local butcher offered you $5,000 to sell your pig, would you do it?
Society does run on greed, but I would say kind of a low number. I'd say about 28.
You say 28 out of 100 people say yes, that a local butcher offered them $5,000 for their pig, they would sell it. Robot, do you think that's higher or lower than 28?
Lower.
You say lower. And the actual number of people say that if a local butcher offered them $5,000 for the pig, they would sell it is 67. It's not lower, it's higher.
Good grief.
I know. If I had a pet pig and if somebody offered me $5,000, I wouldn't sell, even though it's a nice amount of money. Alright, Cameron, here is the situation. You have an 8. You need 3 cards to win the game. You can choose to play the 8, change it, or you can pass it to Robo. If he makes a missed call, you win the game in $500. If you make a missed call, he wins the game in $500. So, what's your decision, Cameron?
Looks about 50-50 on his side, so I think I'm going to pass.
Alright, Robo, you have the 8. You could not change the 8 since you didn't win the question. So, Robo, is the 8 higher or low? Is the next card higher or lower than the 8?
Lower.
For the first game at $500, it is a 4. $500 and the first game won. Oh boy. Robo, you have $500. If you could win one more game, you'll retire as champion and you'll win that brand new 2016 Honda Civic. It'll be the first car winner that we ever had on Card Sharks. And before we get to our second game, we're going to take time out for right now to see who gets to win game 2 or maybe Robo win the new car. Find out what happens after these messages. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Robo's won the first game in $500. If he can win one more game, not only he'll have $1,000 total, he'll win his 5th and final game and get to drive off in that brand new Honda Civic. So chap, this is make or break for you. We already dealt out brand new decks of cards. And Robo, this question goes to you. For game 2, that is. This is disgusting. Nothing graphic. This ain't graphic though. We asked 100 third grade kids, have you eaten a dog biscuit? How many of his third grade kids said yes, they have eaten the dog biscuit?
Gross. I'm gonna say 10.
You say 10 out of 100 third grade students say they've eaten the dog biscuit. Chap, do you think that's higher or lower than 10?
Well, they're third graders. They'll do anything to impress people.
They would.
I'm going to go higher.
You're going to go higher. The actual number of third grade kids saying they've eaten a dog biscuit is 12. It's just higher by 2. Robo is famous for getting really close on these questions. Alright, Cameron. You won the question. You have the right to change his card, and it's a 6.
No way, Jose.
Alright, that means he's going to change it. The 6 becomes the king.
No way.
Lower than the king. It is. Oh, the king. You lose that card going back to your base card. Robo, you get a free shot at the cards. If I can flip this card, it's a... Uh-oh, it's a 9.
I'm gonna go lower.
He's going to go lower. Lower than a 9. It is a 5.
Let's freeze.
Alright, you're going to play it safe on the 5. I don't blame him. That becomes his new base card. Chap, the second question of game 2 goes to you. Cameron, we asked 113-year-old girls, does it seem like it's taking forever to grow up? How many of these 13-year-old girls said yes, it seems it's taking forever to grow up?
When you do, you're going to miss those days. I'll say 36.
You say 36 out of 113-year-old girls say they think it's taking forever for them to grow up. Robo, do you think that's higher or lower than 36?
I think that's higher.
What's that, higher?
Higher.
Okay, you say higher. And the actual amount of 13-year-old girls say that they seem it's taking forever to grow up is 91. It's a lot higher. Just remember this, folks. Time flies when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Robo, you have the 5. Would you like to keep it or change it?
Let's change it.
Alright, most people keep the 5s, but that's your choice. The 5 is... Oh, it's a 7.
Lower.
He's playing with the odds. Lower than the 7? Oh no, it's a 10. Unfortunately, you lose that card going back to your base card. And chap, you have the king. Higher or lower than the king?
I'll try going lower again.
Lower than the king, it is a 6.
Oh, boy. Go with the odds and go higher.
He's a gambler. Higher than the 6, the jack.
Freeze on the jack.
You sure?
You know what? Actually, I'm going to go lower.
Alright, he's going lower than a jack. It is a 9.
Now freeze.
Alright, now he's going to freeze. I didn't just want to tempt him into going on and freezing. But we just want to make sure that if he wants to go on or not. That's his choice. Alright, he needs one card to win the game, and then we'll go into a tie game. It depends. So, this is the third question. And Robo, this third question goes to you. We asked 100 millionaires, Robo, if you could double your wealth by doing so, would you sell your soul to the devil? How many of these millionaires say yes, they would sell their soul to the devil if they want their wealth to be doubled?
40.
You say 40. Cameron, do you think that's higher or lower than 40?
Higher, because those guys love their money.
Yeah, you say higher.
Mm-hmm.
And the actual answer is 3. It's not higher, it's lower. Alright, Robo, you have the 7. Would you like to keep it or change it?
Change it.
Alright, he's going to change the 7 and you must play this one. It is a jack.
Alright, lower.
Lower than the jack. It is... Oh, the queen. Man, these cards are not nice today. Alright, Cameron, you need 1 card to win. You have a 9. Higher or lower?
I guess I'll go lower.
Alright, if this is lower for it, we're going to a tie game. Oh, no, a 10. Ugh. Well, this decides who wins the game because this is the 4th and final question on the cards. Somebody must win on this play of the cards. And Cameron, this 4th and final question goes to you. My goodness. We asked 100 people, Cameron. Have you ever dreamed you were naked in public? How many of these people say yes, they ever dreamed of them being naked in public?
To be truthful, that has happened to me before.
They happen to all of us.
Yes. I'm gonna go 51.
You say 51 out of 100 people say they've dreamed of being naked in public. Robo, do you think that's higher or lower than 51?
Lower.
You say lower. The actual number of people say they ever dreamed that they were naked in public is 24. It is lower. Alright, Robo. Here's a very important situation. The reason why I'm saying it's important because you only need 3 cards to be the champion for the last time and to win that Honda Civic. You have a jack. You could choose to play it or pass it. If you pass it to Cameron, if he makes a missed call, you win the Honda Civic and you retire as champion. If you make a missed call, we'll go to a tie game. So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna pass it to Chap.
Alright, chap. This is a very important card. Higher or lower than a 9?
Oh, please let it be lower.
Let it be lower. We're going into a tie game of 5. Congratulations, Cameron. You won $500. And yes, we're going to a very suspenseful tie game. And in the tie game, 3 cards will be dealt out. So this will determine if Robo wins the Honda Civic or Cameron will become the new champion, dethroning Robo Rager 1. And Robo, the first question of the tiebreaker goes to you. Robo, we asked 100 women, have you ever killed a bug with hairspray? How many of these 100 women say yes, they ever killed a bug with hairspray?
45.
You say 45 out of 100 women say they killed a bug with hairspray. Cameron, do you think that's higher or lower than 45?
I'm not gonna hold my breath if you get my drift, but I'm gonna say lower.
You're going to say lower. The actual number of 100 women say that they ever killed a bug with hairspray is 26. It is lower. Alright, Cameron. Here's a base card. It is a 4.
Let's hang on to it and go higher.
We're going to hang on to it and go higher. It is a 7.
Let's freeze it.
Wow. Only needs 1 card to win. He wants to play it safe. That's okay. He only needs 1 more card to become the new champion. And Cameron, this second question goes to you. This is an educated guess. What was the average life expectancy in the late 18th century? What was the average age life expectancy in the late 18th century?
Worldwide, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Alright. I will say about 60.
You say 60. Robo, higher or lower than 60?
A bit lower.
You say a bit lower. And the actual answer is 35. It is lower. Alright, Robo. Here's your base card. It is the Queen.
Lower.
Lower than the Queen. Oh boy. It's a 10.
Lower.
Robo, if this is lower than a 10, you win another $500 and you get to win the 2016 Honda Civic LX. Lower than the 10. Oh man. I don't know what to say. But you're going to be driving out here with the new Honda Civic. You have won the 2016 Honda Civic. Congratulations, Robo. That's your car, Robo. Almost $30,000. How do you feel?
Man, that was great.
That was great. This is a historic moment here on Card Sharks. Robo Ranger 1 is the first contestant to win 5 games and win a brand new car. Let's give him a big round of applause. And Robo, how would you like to go for 40,000 more?
Let's do it.
Alright, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to take a short commercial break. And when we come back, let's see if Robo can win some extra money for the last time here on Card Sharks. We'll be right back after these words. Welcome back to Card Sharks. I'm here with our big champion, Robo Ranger, who has $48,884 in total. If you just missed it earlier, Robo has just became the first person to win the car after winning 5 games. Robo, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
That's good. And now, are you ready to play the money cards one last time?
Yep.
You start on the bottom row with $200 and 3 cards on the bottom line, bet as well on high or low. When you move to the second row, we'll give you another $900 and 3 more cards. Keep in mind that your minimum bets are 50 to get to the final card, the big bet. And what the hell is wrong with this? I did not even notice it. The big bet sticker is slanted, and I assist underneath. Charles, be nice.
Holy crap! Oh, God!
Yo, Alex, remind me to kick the PA assistant in the nuts later. He was the one that put the board up.
Well, yeah, remind me of that. Thank you. Alright. Well, you must bet at least half of your money in. If you get a duplicate, you don't lose, you just bet. Let's just give you $200. I know you have. Let's just give him $200. If you don't lose on a duplicate, we'll just carry your bet over. $200, you start with a 9.
Let's go about 50 lower.
He's going to play the 9, $50. $50, lower than a 9. If it's a duplicate, no win unless it's a push. Oh no, it's an ace. $150 and an ace you can't lose.
All of it lower.
All of it lower than an ace for $300. It is a duplicate. But you don't lose. You do not lose. It's the same card.
Let's try that again. All of it lower.
Alright, let's try it again. All of it lower. It is a 4. $300. We're going to move the 4 to the next level, giving you $900. You have $1,200 and a great card of 4. What's your bet?
300 higher.
$300. Higher than the 4, it is the king. You have $1,500 and a king. What's your bet?
250 lower.
$250. Lower than the king, a 10. $1,750 and a 10. Do you want it or change it?
Let's change it.
Alright, he's going to change to 10. The 10 becomes a jack.
Alright, let's go 300 lower.
That's a big bet on the jack. $300. Lower than the jack, it is a 5. $2,050 and a 5. Do you want it?
I gotta see what the doc wants.
Let's change it.
Alright, he's going to change the 5. I should remind you, you must bet at least $1,025 on a turn of this card. A queen. That's a good card there. So, you must bet at least $1,025. You have 2050 and a great card, a queen. What's your bet?
Let's go 1,300 lower.
He's going $1,300, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go for $3,350. Lower than the queen, it is a 7. $3,350. And we add that to your previous winnings. Robo, you're leaving us here with
$52,234.
that is correct. Thank you to one of our audience members, Eugene, for helping me.
Anytime.
Thank you. Over $50,000, Robo. Did you have a great time on Card Sharks?
I had a wonderful time. Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. We might invite you for a future episode, maybe next season or so. We'll just see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. I want to thank you for watching another great episode of Card Sharks. Tune in next time when we'll have 2 new contestants. So for now, you all stay classy, and I will see you all later. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.